Hi, my name is Pierre Bahana, and I've had the great privilege of being the head prop maker for the Harry Potter series of films, Fantastic Beasts series of films, and then the studio tour, and now the studio tour Tokyo, and their new Christmas feature, which we're here to talk about today. The detailing and the absolute replication of how we did it before. So, you know, this is part of telling the story, and that's really what we want to try and capture in the pieces that we've made. Trees were the Christmas was obviously an important point in the story in Philosopher's Stone. It's the first time Harry stays at the school and everyone else goes home. So there's only a few people in Hogwarts at that time. So they try and make it really special for the kids that are still there. So that's really why in the story they go to so much effort to make Christmas special, and that's what we tried to replicate in the dressing originally, and what we try to show again now that we've produced before. And pieces such as the turkey are exact moulding from the same tooling as the original we made from the film. Same with the ham, the potatoes, really trying to make sure that there's as much authenticity as possible. We've tried to make them as convincing as real pieces of ham. Obviously this is not real, this is actually a hard piece, but we're trying to make it look, because obviously especially in Japan with replica foods, the competition and the conviction, you know, is very important to us. We're never quite sure how a piece is going to be filmed, so we always want to try and add detail and complexity and authenticity to everything we're making, because then it allows the filmmakers to be able to come in and use the pieces or not, as fate may be. I mean, Christmas tree, by example, in the films you really see them on, you know, from mid distance, so you're catching them as an option, but we want to try and make sure that the pieces are of high enough quality that if the camera got close, if there was a character sitting just in front of them, that they would hold up and always stay convincing. And I think that's a really important part of the responsibility of what we do, is that everything has to be convincing, and not take you out of the world that we're putting you into. So a message to anyone coming to visit: try and find those details. Try and see if you can find anything that you recognise from the perspective of the film, and hopefully you'll enjoy that just as much as we enjoyed making it. So, I obviously would like to congratulate the studio tour Tokyo for their first Christmas feature, and obviously it's on for 2 months, and we hopefully everyone will come to see it will enjoy it just as much as we've enjoyed making it, and just as much as all the people here will enjoy their first big feature.
My name's Rosie Goodwin. I'm the set decorator, which means I'm responsible for bringing together all of the dressing and props that go into a set. So for Hogwarts in the Snow, it's everything from the garlands, the tree decorations, the table dressing. Everything that you see in the Great Hall is our team. I might add, we work to quantify everything that's required, and then we go through a process of understanding how we achieve and how we acquire those things. And it can be a range of different sources. So some of it we'll purchase, some of it we'll have made, some of it we will purchase and adapt. So it's quite a wide variety of different avenues that we take in order to assemble and acquire all of the items. Our core team was about 10 people. We spent about three to 4 months making and acquiring and sourcing, and also packing, which was a big part of the job too, packing and shipping to Japan. Well, I mean, that's the magic and the beauty of coming to the tour, is that you can spend a long time looking at everything in detail, because actually the detail is everywhere. emotional and incredible here in the Great Hall, because you're just hit with the gold and the warmth of this completely transformed space. The Great Hall, as we know it normally, is completely transformed. And then I think you can start looking at the beautiful details of the decorations, some of which were designed specially for the tree, the partridges, which were designed by Stephanie Macmillan, the set decorator. They're the sort of emblem of Christmas, and then they're given a sort of distinctive twist because they're in each of the house colours. So with the approach to the tree dressing, we knew that the partridges, with their sort of house colour and their very, these are completely unique designs for the trees. So we knew they would be made. The moon and ball originally was a purchase ball, and then the moon added to make another, unique decoration. What's really original about these trees and about everything really in the Great Hall is the scale, because everything is so big. It's so much bigger than a domestic. The stars we purchased from the same supplier that was used 23 years ago, but we did the paint finish to match the original, which is this kind of almost like an aged gold, like a broken finish. These spirals were also purchased originally. I think they were just a really cool decoration that were found. They were proved to be really difficult to find and sort of remake. But we went through a very, very long sampling process. I think the table dressing is magnificent. I love the little presents that all the children receive. I just think that's a lovely kind of intimate touch, because that's, the excitement of having a table present when you sit down at a Christmas feast is just so lovely. So I just think there's magic everywhere. I just say the boxes for the presents we had made with the same company that made our Ollivanders one boxes in Diagon Alley. So they do beautiful creations in the box world, and yeah, they're really sweet. They were purchased originally, I think, but they're such a big size that they're quite hard to find anything that matches. So we commissioned these beautiful large gold tassels through a heritage trimmings company in England. They have been making trimmings and tassels for over 200 years, and we just went into so much detail about the weaving and the threads and the shapes and the weight of everything. So it was a really, really refined process, and they're all made by hand. We had 70 made. I hope coming to the tour will be a magical experience for you. It's been an absolute joy to recreate it for Japan. Our team has worked really hard, and we've had a brilliant experience being here and working with the local crew. So I think it all looks amazing because of all that hard work. And I think it will be a very special and emotional experience seeing this for the first time here for the fans. So I hope you have an amazing time and enjoy. We've put a lot of love in. I hope you feel it.